Today on the CEO TV show with Robert Reese, Jim McCann, founder and CEO of 1-800-Flowers.com, shares his role in supporting a thriving culture and its direct relationship with customer service.
Jim, let's talk about innovation. You innovated an entire industry. You were the first person to use the 800 numbers in a major way. You were on the internet using it effectively in 1991. What does innovation really mean to you in growing a business?
Well, I think innovation is best described as taking a good idea in another world, reshaping it, refocusing it, and doing it in your world. So I'm not innovative, but I'm a heck of a mimic. I'm looking around all the time, and if I see a good idea someplace, I'm always saying, how can I adapt that to my world? And I think as a culture, that's how we look at the world.
So what should CEOs do to become smarter in terms of innovation?
I think it's part of the culture. Everything comes back to culture for me, but in terms of that aspect of it, I'll give you an example of a corny thing that we do that works for me.
And these corny ones are good. Those, I think,
I'm a big fan of
corny
corn.
as corn works.
Well, when it doesn't work, it's really corny. But when it does work, it's really effective. So I'm always curious with the young people in our office about what they do technologically. And so I was very curious about Facebook 5 or 6 years ago, right after it was founded, because I knew about it through the young people who work for us because they were just out of university and they were on this thing called Facebook. And how do I know that? Well, I'm always around the office, so I'm always stopping by, talking to different groups. And I formalized that a little bit because I have once a month I try and take out a group of people from our office and we go to a restaurant and we get either a big round or a rectangular table and we move it around to different style restaurants in our community. And the name of the dinner is, what have you learned lately? And there's a core group of people that I invite to that, usually are interactive marketing and technology people. And we invite usually the newest people in the company. I grab a smattering. I want a good mix of young and a few older people, different exposures. And we usually have a topic for the dinner, but it all revolves around what's new, what are you working on, what's different, what do you think, where are we? And the best ideas have come out of those dinners. And now we're expanding those dinners because we have this other audience that has the same interest that I want to invite on our side of the curtain. It's our customers. And now the electronic communication styles and modalities allow us to have those conversations, not just with the 15 people from internally that I do that with on a monthly basis, but increasingly with the audience of our millions of customers. So at one of those dinners, there's a young lady who works for me who was just out of university, Hofstra University on Long Island. She mentioned that she saw this on Facebook. So I had heard of Facebook, so I said, I'm going to come, Christine, and sit by your desk tomorrow if you don't mind. I'd like you to show me what you do on Facebook. Now, back then you had to have an EDU address to get on Facebook, so she showed me all about it. So I had my thumb on the pulse of that early on, saying how can that impact how we act as florists, how we communicate with our customers. So not too long after that, one of our customers contacted me on Facebook, and she said, I'm sending you some pictures. And these pictures are of a floral arrangement my sister and I tried to make for our third sister's bridal shower. As you can see, they were a disaster. But I bet your people, you and your team could make this a good idea. What do you think? So she was from Columbus, Ohio, and we took this idea, and we took these 2-foot-tall, oversized martini glasses, and we fashioned a flower arrangement in it, like she and her sister tried to do, and we sent them back and forth to her, and it was their idea. They became part of the creative process. We involved all the people in our office who were interested, many of our customers who were interested, and so we launched our product. So our customers gave us the idea, helped us shape the product, helped us name the product, helped us decide on the advertising that we'd use to get it out in front of the public, came up with the taglines that we used in the advertising. So here is a collaborative effort based on the new technology of the boundaries between our staff and our customers increasingly blurring. So innovation for me is listening, looking, and asking, hey, how can we adapt that? How will it influence our world? How might it become a product for us? How will it help us communicate better with our customers, with our team? And is there a line between them anymore? Increasingly, not.